Talk some Spider-Man, Mike, because there's some new rumors about Spidey. You ready to get into that?
Go for it.
Great. Okay.
What you got?
Spider-Man. They got a new movie coming out, obviously, brand new day. And so apparently 3 more villains. Uh-oh. 3 more villains, more villains. Spider-Man's always more villains, more villains. Disney held its Disney consumer product presentation in Las Vegas this week, and one Instagram user posted details of what he saw in a post that has since been deleted. The posting took place around the same time as other news came out of the event, such as Conan O'Brien's Toy Story 5 casting, but the post was about new Spider-Man Brand New Day. Early artwork was reportedly shown confirming that the film will feature Scorpion, Boomerang, and Tombstone as its villains. It's not clear which ones will be secondary baddies with limited and screen time, which will be the primary ones. Okay. Michael Mando played the pre-Scorpion version of McGregor in, what is that? Mac Gargan? Whatever.
Mac Gargan, yeah.
Spider-Man's Homecoming, and it's unclear if he will return. Boomerang has never been translated to screen before, but Tombstone has been in 2018 Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse in the same year's Marvel Spider-Man video game. Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings director Daniel Destin Cretton will helm Spider-Man Brand New Day from a script by Chris McKenna and Eric Sommers. Shooting begins this August. Yeah, I think that the major thing for me, Mike, is that, and I think we're probably going to be on the same page here. If it's minor stuff, if it's like, okay, look, we're going to basically really focus in on one villain, but there's going to be a couple that pop in here and there, but we're going to focus in on one, I don't think we're going to have a problem with it. If you try to do what Spider-Man 3 did, then you have not learned from your mistakes.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, that's like, again, I'm always of the minds like these characters like Superman, Batman, they have so many villains. Like, make the prologue him fighting a villain, 10, 15-minute action sequence in the beginning of the movie, and then he's done. He's in jail. Done.
Right.
And he moves on to the main villain of the story. That's all you need. Like, but if they're going to have 3 guys teaming up to give him a brand new day or give him a bad day.
So it's Turtle Beach time, and I'm excited to talk about them again. Man, that Stealth 700 headset that I got, whoo-wee, the sound. I was playing the Indiana Jones game. The sound is just so, it's like, you guys know how I am with sound and movies in general. Playing this game and hearing every little bit of sound because the headset is just so incredible. It just does, it leaps and bounds better than previous ones that I've used. But it's funny when you're playing the game and you're so just taken in by all the sounds because the headset is so incredible. I was like, oh, wait, I got to pay attention to what's going on. I'm going to get popped by one of these bad guys. And the other great thing about it, it's got an 80-hour battery life. I was like, oh, I got to charge this thing. It's like, no, not yet. You got time. I mean, you could. You don't have to. And that's the worst when you're playing a game, you're doing something with the headset, and then just craps out, and you're like, oh, I got to wait forever. It's great. The Stealth 700 has the industry's first ever cross-play dual wireless transmitter system. It means you can seamlessly switch between your consoles and the PC with just a click of a button. It gets even better. While being connected to your console, the Stealth 700 can connect with your phone for music streaming, taking calls at the same time. Listen to your favorite songs while gaming, all done with the Stealth 700. And it's not just amazing headsets that Turtle Beach has. They have every gaming accessory that you could ever want, and they're all high quality, and they're prices that don't break the bank. It's the most important. From flight and racing simulators to controllers, keyboards, and mice, Turtle Beach is the ultimate gaming cheat code. You got to head to turtlebeach.com. You got to use that code Kristian, 10% off your entire order. That is 10% off your order at turtlebeach.com. Use the promo code Kristian. You're going to purchase it like you did last time. They'll ask you where you heard about them. You got to tell them our show sent you. We did it. Get the ultimate immersed gaming experience with Turtle Beach today.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
I know.
Okay.
I think you need to be, you've got to, again, learn from your mistakes. You can't do 57 villains back and forth, and it was going to be grounded. Now it's not going to be grounded. Now it's going to be multiverse. Now there's going to be a lot of different villains in here again. You've got to focus in on it. And let's see what happens with Superman and how they do Superman, right? Because Superman seems to have a lot of shit going on too, but are they going to focus on the core story, or is Guy Gardner and everybody else going to have a big, huge role? I think it's a mistake. But I don't know if but it looks like they might just be showing up for a little bit and establishing in the same way that like that piece. Did you like that Peacemaker 2 season trailer?
I love the first season. I'm torn on the second season just because of what it means, because James Gunn had taken over DC at this point and everything's supposed to fit and they're carrying this stuff over. But then at the end, there seemed like a kind of a multiverse thing.
Mm-hmm.
So I love the first season. So, you know, whether it's its own standalone thing, but I know with Frank Grillo in there.
You're getting tired of the multiverse too. I don't blame you, but
yeah.
But I think I think for this one, you kind of have to, you need it in order to explain how this makes sense.
Spider-Man or Peacemaker?
Peacemaker.
Oh yeah, I mean,
you need
clearly, clearly there were two of them in it. So
yeah, so you need to explain it. But
yeah,
I don't know. I think that when it comes to overall how they're going to do Spider-Man, let's see. I will tell you that I went back. I've seen Shang-Chi now twice. And saw one when it first came out, and then Sam and I did in the rewatch, and I definitely liked it better the second time. But I still feel the same way. I think the first two acts are way stronger. The third one just turns into kind of a generic Marvel movie.
I agree with you.
But I think that I don't necessarily know if that's a director problem, because I think for what it is in the third, I think it's directed well. I just think that it was probably a note in the same way what we were talking about in that first story of like, hey, it needs to be bigger, spectacle, this, that. And he's like, okay. And then he did it. And I think he did a great job. I think that Spider-Man's in good hands with him. I think we should.
I do too. Yeah, I think. Yeah, I mean, they talked to that guy at one point for doing Doomsday, weren't they? Like he was in the running for it, but I'm like, he seemed to like. I think he either had an interview about it or something where he was real excited. So I'm like, okay, we'll see. We'll see.
We'll see.
I mean, the three Spider-Man movies are not my favorite of the MCU by any stretch. But I am excited for this one because the way it ended of No Way Home, I was really excited to kind of get him back to kind of basics Peter Parker and get rid of the Tony Stark of it all and just let him be Spider-Man. So
yeah, I'm excited.
We'll see.
Do you want to know why I'm excited? First of all,
why is that?
I'm going to tell you in a moment. But before we do, I want you guys to comment. Let me know. What do you think about this? Should they focus on one villain? Should they focus on more? Put your thoughts in there. Let me know.